Hello everyone and welcome back, as always, to the Wolfpack. Today I wanted to tell you all about a game that I bought in Japan. Specifically, it was in Tokyo. I think we went to Hands and I saw this game that I've been eyeing for quite some time. I actually saw it here in Barnes & Noble in the US, in SoCal specifically, but there's nothing better than getting it from where it's from. So this game, Tiger and Dragon, is by Atsushi Hashimoto. It's also by Oink Games and Arclight Games. This is a 2 to 5 player abstract get rid of your tile/hand management game. And your goal here is to get rid of all the tiles you can until you have the last tile that's going to score points. The first one to 10 points wins. It's a really easy game. Let me show you how it works. So we start off by randomizing a pile of these really beautiful, oh, do we hear that? Is that premium deluxe components? Just kidding, this is just like the standard game. But these Mahjong tiles are so nice and tactile. With 5 players, everyone's going to get 7 tiles. And then after we split it up, wait a minute, there's one single tile remaining. Guess who gets that one? First player, along with the first player token to show that you have an extra tile since you're starting off the game. So on your turn, what you're gonna do is, well, personally, I like to organize all of my tiles because all of us have a certain way of doing things, and mine is just organizing them by number. So let me play them like this so you can see exactly what's in my hand. Now in the game, there are 2 colors, red and teal. And then there are also numbers that match exactly what's listed. So there are 4 4s, 5 5s, 6 6s, and so on. And it ranges from 1 through 8. So there's only 1 1, there are 8 8s. On your turn, you're going to attack with one single tile, whichever one you want. So let's say I attack with the number 8. Since I'm first player, I'm gonna take this tile and then place it in this red spot here. The next player goes, and now they have a choice. They can defend that attack with the blue 8 with a matching number and color. So in this case, they have 2 blue 8s that they could defend with, or they have the choice to pass. Can you figure out why they would want to pass even though they have 2 8s that they could defend with? Maybe they want to monopolize these 8s later on when more 8s are played, so it's not always a good idea to play and defend right away. But let's say for example's sake, they're going to defend with this number 8. So they're going to take that and slot it into number 1. Now, the first player that played that number is blocked. So then the second player is going to take another turn and play a different number. So let's say they're gonna go immediately on the offensive and they play a red 1. Well, guess what? No one else around here is gonna have a red 1 because it's only 1 1. So then from there, when it goes back to that player who played that original attack that is completely undefended, that's when things get very interesting because now they can play a face down tile. So since this right here is hidden information from everyone else, they can start deducing. Let's see, 8 is going to be very common in this pool, so maybe I don't want to play that just now. I kind of want to get rid of my higher numbers though, so let's just go with a 5, that way I could defend that later on just in case. Since they won that one, they're going to take a tile upside down as their reward, and then they're going to play a number 5, and then the round continues. As soon as someone finishes their hand and they have no more tiles to play, whoever plays that last tile out of their hand of 7 in this case, they're going to score with whatever number that they have remaining. So in this case, we can pick a bunch of different scoring conditions. This is a language independent game, so yes, everything's in Japanese, but it's pretty much saying battle at a certain place. In this case, it's battle in the storm with a little storm symbol up top here. And all these scoring markers will tell you is that each number is going to be worth a certain number of points. In this case, 3 and 6 is worth 5 points. And then that bonus tile that they put face down, you would get bonus points for every single one of those face down tiles. And then since we are scoring with the 5 in this example, then we're going to score 2 points plus 1 bonus point for that upside down or that face down tile, which means this player is going to score 3 points total. So they're going to take 3 of these tokens. So they're going to take 3 of these tokens and slot that in 1, 2, 3. As soon as someone hits 10, game's over. But there's one last thing I want to mention, and that is the name of the game itself, Tiger and Dragon. There are some special tiles called Tiger, which is the blue one, the teal one, and Dragon, which is the red one. These count as wild tiles. So being the strongest tiles in the game, what they can do is they can match any number on the board. So if someone plays a red 5 in this one, then I can take that dragon and play red 5 to block that or to defend against that attack. But The downside is most of these, if not all of these scoring conditions actually, they will have on the bottom right, the tiger and dragon. If you score with one of these tiles, you could score 1 point, but likely no bonus points. So usually these are very, very low scoring or no scoring tiles at all. Okay, we played this game like 12 times in Tokyo and in Kyoto, and it was the only game that I bought in Japan and the only game we played. And time again, it just never felt like it was repetitive. There's always something interesting about it. And what I really love about this game, aside from the tactile feel of the Mahjong tiles, what I love most about this game is that it's pretty deceptive if you think about it, because it seems so simple. I play a number to match a color or number, whatever, that's it. No. Hear me out here. It is way deeper than that. And the fun part is that it can be deeper however you want to make it. If I were to take my turn right now, and I'm looking around the board, public information is so much fun in this game because you can do a lot of deduction. Like for instance, it's my turn. What can I play? Well, actually there are a ton of 8s out on the board already. I could play this 8 because I do have 2 8s, so maybe I could monopolize this. But at the same time, if I already have 2 8s and I know there are 6 8s out already, I could take advantage of this. So maybe I'll play something that's lower numbered and maybe something that can definitely hit, because right now there are actually 1, 2, 3 4s out too. I'll just play this 4, which immediately guarantees me the next turn because I know everyone's gonna pass. Comes back to me, okay, let me put something face down that I know it's gonna be a lot harder to defend against. Well, there's only 1, 2 7s out. There are a bunch of tiles from this player. Likely there's gonna be a 7 here, so I'll put that face down. And then, okay, I got 2 8s left, but originally I started with like 6 tiles, so I was definitely out of the league here. They only have 1 tile. They only have 1 tile. This player over here only has 2 tiles left. I didn't think I had a chance at all, but I'm gonna bring it back right now. I'm gonna play 8. No one else plays an 8, so I can put this one down. I can play 8 again, put another one face down, and then now, bam, I score with a 6. Let me check my little chart here. Here, 6 scores 3, 4, 5 points plus bonuses, 6, 7, 8 points. I went from having absolutely no chance at all to scoring a bunch of points in a turn, just like that. That is exactly, now it is a simulation. I know I had an extra tile over here. Please don't correct me on that. I'm just showing an example here. But the point being, this game is swingy, but I like hesitate to use that word because sometimes it always has a negative connotation attached to that. It's swingy in that it is done right. Meaning, if you have a bunch of tiles left and people still have 1 or 2 tiles remaining, you still have a shot at this. So everyone always feels like they have a really solid chance at winning. And that doesn't take away from them either, because these players here with only 1 tile, they're on edge. They're about to win at any moment. So you never know, and it all comes down to each impactful choice. Sometimes I can only have 2 tiles, and the choice I have between playing this number and or this color is what makes or breaks a game. And I love how impactful those choices feel, because that's what makes the game addicting around the table and why we kept playing back to back. This is a game that you don't want to play just once. You want to play at least 2 to 3 times. It's going to be a perfect warm-up game. It's going to be a perfect travel game. But I know you're not going to like it if you don't like the randomization, because you saw in the very beginning how I mixed up all these tiles together. Sometimes you don't get the best hand. To me, I think this is a game that you can adapt with whatever hand that you get. You can definitely play with what you have, but I can see people thinking, oh, I got dealt a bad hand. This game's so random, I don't really want it. So if you don't like having that opportunity of randomization, probably not gonna be a good fit for you. And if you don't like swingy points, sometimes, as you saw here, I went from 0 points to 6 points. It may not be a good fit either, but if you like really big decision making, if you like something that is easy and portable, that you can play in, it says 20 minutes, but we play this in like 10 to 15 minutes. Really quick game, super tactile. Actually, one of my friends that was playing this isn't necessarily a gamer like the rest of us, but as soon as we started playing and they started understanding the game, they immediately were hooked and were even initiating to play again. So yeah, straightforward, love it. Hope you enjoyed today's review. And if you made it to the very end, go on and comment storm for the storm that's about to erupt when playing this game around the table. Thank you all so much for watching today's short and quick review, and I will see you all in the next one.